Hi guys, I hope you're all good and Merry Christmas! So I literally filmed this makeup look about 2 hours ago. I was downstairs watching a film and I was like, oh no, I've not filmed an intro. So yeah, if you like the look of my Christmas makeup look, then please carry on watching. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is the Charlotte Tilbury Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer. That is so hard to say. So this is definitely my favourite primer. It has such a gorgeous finish to it and it makes your skin glow literally so much. Like, look at that. I love it. So I always say when I'm doing my makeup, what you put on before your foundation is crucial. So I always make sure I do a really deep cleanse and then I moisturise and then I put this primer on afterwards, and now I've got a really nice base for foundation. So next I'm using the Nars Soft Matte Foundation in Salzburg. I'm so sorry if that's not how you pronounce that. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. I'm going to bounce that in. So guys, I'm not going to lie, I have had a stressful week. I never really get stressed, to be honest. Poor little Amos, he's not well. He's actually really quite poorly. So I noticed 2 days after he came here that he started making these like wheezing sounds, which I've never heard before. So we decided to take him to the vet because I was just like, you know, he could have a Christmas tree pine stuck up there. And the vet did a really good check on him. And she was like, he does sound really nasally. And she was like, we think that he's got something stuck up his nose as well. And she said, bring him back tomorrow and we'll do a big check on him. I'm using the HNB Concealer in the shade SF1W. So yeah, the next day brought him in. It was so hard getting into his little cat carrier as well because he hates going to the vet. So then I get a phone call and they say that they can't find anything and would they be able to go through with doing the x-rays. And we waited like half an hour after that. I went to go and get my nails done, which is green for Christmas. I got another phone call and they were like, it seems that his heart is really, really big in the x-rays, like huge. And they were saying this could be why he's breathing funny because of the stress of the move and everything. That's like the worst news you want to hear because you just think, oh, it's going to be a Christmas tree pine up his nose. And it's not, it's actually something a lot more serious than that. So then they said, can they do a scan on his heart? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, that's absolutely fine. So they went ahead and did the heart scan. I got a phone call and the vet said basically that he's got a hole in his diaphragm and his liver has come up through his diaphragm and now surrounding his heart. And this condition that he has, he's been born with, so he's lived with it all his life. I've got a consultation with a specialist vet who will give us some more information about the operation and stuff. But it's so hard because I'm fine about it now. Literally the past few days have been so upset. It's difficult to be sad about it at the minute because he's just his normal little self, like how he always has been. And he's not even made any funny breathing sounds since he's got back from the vet either. I just had a gut feeling that there was something wrong. That's why I took him to the vet. So always listen to your gut feelings. Anyway, negativity over. Not that I'm a negative person or anything, but he is such a big thing in my life. Like, he's been through so much with me that I can't, honest to God. So next I've just used the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood contour wand and I put it underneath my cheekbones and on my forehead. And now again I'm just blending this out. I'm feeling like I want a little bit more definition actually, so I'm going to go in with the Refy cream bronzer, cream contour. This is in shade tan. You can't even see that, can you? Does it even focus? Oh, it does, it focuses. Technology, I'm learning all about it. So I'm going to go underneath the cheekbones again. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury one is so good for natural makeup, but when you want that full glam, you just need a little bit more. I used to always use brushes to do my, to blend in my contour and stuff, but recently I just love using a beauty blender. Also when I'm doing this, I always make sure I get the edge of it and I just press upwards and blend upwards to really get that chiseled cheekbone. So now I've done bronze, I'm going in with the Refy Rose Cream Blush. This is such a gorgeous shade. I'm going to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones, to my nose as well, and then to my forehead. See, I don't know where this came from. Like a few years ago, I would never ever dream of using blush, ever. But now I'm just like, I need to put it everywhere, otherwise I don't look right. I use like little circular motions, and then it kind of seems to blend out a lot easier than just dabbing it this way. If you do like tiny little circles, it seems to blend out a lot quicker and easier. I always make sure I apply it to the tops of my cheekbones as well, because it really gives you that lifted look. I also put it, I mentioned this in my last video as well, but I also put the blush here too, as it brightens up the inner corners of your eye. So now I've blended that blush in. How gorgeous is that, and how gorgeous is the glow? Next I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Glow-Gasm Beauty Light Wand in Pinkgasm. Honestly, I can't speak today. Why can't I speak? I'm gonna put that over the top of where I just put the other blush. Just gonna blend that in again, doing the same thing, little circles. Like all Charlotte Tilbury products are quite hard to say, for me anyway. So the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. So again, I just got my beauty blender and just swirl it around in there. And I always set my eyes first, so I just get rid of any creases and just look up and press the powder into my under eyes. Look at the difference. I absolutely love this powder. I think it's the best powder. I prefer it to the Laura Mercier one, to be fair, and I've not used that one in so long because I'm just so obsessed with this one at the minute. Just go ahead and set my full face with the same powder. So now using Nars Laguna bronzer, I just blend this upwards below my cheekbone area. I always blend my bronzer up around here as well, because I find if I do a smoky eye, or any eyeshadow, to be honest, eyeshadow blends really nicely into the bronzer. So then I just go across the forehead as well. So now we are using more blush, and I'm using the Laura Mercier Watermelon blush. And again, I'm using the same brush. I'm just going on top of my cheekbone and underneath the outer eye area here. I don't really do this with my makeup ever with a brush, really. I just tend to just pat it in like so. Now I'm going on to brows, and I'm literally just going to brush them up. I always get so many DMs as well asking how I do my eyebrows, and a lot of the time I just either brush them up or just slightly fill the underneath in and like blend it upwards. I used to have really thin eyebrows. I'll try and find a picture and insert it in. I decided not to go to the salon anymore and get them waxed, because I used to get them waxed so thin when I was like 13, 14ish. I just decided I'm not going to do that again, and I just grew them out, and the first few weeks are horrible, I have to say. Like, you just end up with like little stubbles all under here. But I think I get my thick eyebrows from my mum, because she has really thick eyebrows. And then now I do actually go and get my eyebrows laminated, and I got them laminated for the first time about 5 weeks ago now, and I absolutely love them. I get them waxed, but only like a tiny little bit, just to tidy them up a little bit. I'm just going to go in with this eyebrow pencil. So I'm just lightly going underneath my shape. All I do is I just flick upwards. I just brush them out a little bit again, just to make sure they're still fluffy. Now I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. This is so dirty. I'm sorry, my makeup is all so dirty. I need to clean it all. So I'm just going in with this shade here, which is like a pinky nude, well, the pink shade out of the 4. And I'm just going to put that all over the crease and just blend it out. I'm just using like a big fluffy brush. Also just winging the eyeshadow outwards for like a little catty look. And using the darker matte shade of the two, I'm just going to put that in the crease as well, using the same brush again, just to add a little bit of definition. I'm just getting those matte shades and putting them in the inner corner as well. So I have a lighter bit left in the middle of my eyelid. So as you can see, I've got this light bit left in the middle of my eyelids. I'm going to get this shimmery shade and swirl my finger in it. And I'm just going to put that in the middle of my eyelid. So now I'm going to use the iconic London, I think they're called Glaze crayons. I'm not sure. It doesn't say on the packaging. But I'm going to use the shade Nectar, and I'm going to use the glitter at the top. Okay, so now I'm going to use champagne as well, and I'm going to put that in the middle. Oh yeah. There we go, that's the pop I'm talking about. Now I'm going to go in with the Nars Climax liquid liner, and I'm going to do this off camera because it's too much pressure. Little tip for doing liner as well, always start on the eye that you're less confident in doing liner with, and then go on to your more confident eye, so then it seems easier when you do the next eye. I've now done my liner, and I don't know what it is. They are yet again sisters not twins. I said that on my first video that I did. Whenever I'm filming, I don't know if it's the pressure or what, but I can never ever get my eyeliner even when I'm filming. And then on the days that I'm just literally just doing my makeup, go to the shops, come back home, it's perfect. Then after that I used the Sosu Eye Voltage mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. It never ever clumps my lashes, and it's a lot better than some of the really expensive mascaras that you can get. Next I'm going to apply these Sosu lashes in the style Katie. I absolutely love these. I also love the GG ones as well, and literally all I do is I cut them in half and apply them to the outer corner of my eyes as like a little corner lash. So I've cut them in half like so. So now I've applied the lashes. It just makes me feel so much more glam when I've got lashes on. So it's a Christmas look. I'm obviously going to do a red lip. I'm going to use the YSL Lip Liner in the shade 10. It just says 10 on the pencil, so I'm guessing that's what the shade is. And I'm obviously going to overline my lips as well. So the way that I like to overline my lips is I get the nib of the pencil and just put it just over the top of my cupid's bow. Oh, it's so hard to talk and do this at the same time. So I get it and then run it across my lips like this. Yeah, I feel like it's all like really coming together now. So then I'm going to go over the top of the lip liner with this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Red Carpet Red. So now you're going to think I'm really weird, but I then go in with an eyeshadow over my lips. I really love a matte lip, and I know the Charlotte Tilbury one's a matte one, but it's not matte enough for me. When I've got a red lip on, I go in with this shade Bloom from the Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. I just pat it onto my lips, and you can see a different, I don't know if you can actually on camera, but to me it really makes a difference. So now I'm just applying the finishing touches to my festive makeup, and I'm just going to go in with this Nars blush in the shade Mascara. Again, I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And I'm just going to put this like in the middle of my cheekbone just to add a little bit of a pop. So guys, this is the finished look. I absolutely love it. I'm feeling very festive and Christmassy. So with the hair, I'm really not a person who does hair. So I'm not really sure what this hairstyle is. I mean, this needs straightening, definitely. This blazer that I also have on is from Primark, can you believe? And it's such a lovely quality as well. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you've all enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas as well. And I'm sure I'll be back very soon with some more tutorials for you all.